I grew up outside Minneapolis, went to school in Maine, and then grad school in Colorado. So in New York, I was working as an animator at Showtime, but at night I was doing my performance stuff, so I was writing and performing. Most pieces that I was doing, most of these solo, usually they were solo before this, but there was always like an animal involved somehow in the narrative, and I was just realizing that there was this possibility of combining this sort of obsession with the natural world and with live performance and having them come together. My dad is a natural resources management, biologist, ornithologist sort of guy, so growing up it was just sort of in the family, in the blood of being outside and knowing the animals, knowing the ecosystem that you're in. And so framing this project as something about kind of the dire situation that all these different ecosystems around the world are finding themselves in, kind of inspired by the idea that by 2050 half the species on the planet will be extinct, and how that kind of trickles down and echoes out, ripples out in so many different ways into human health, human stories, our imagination, but doing it in a way that's not hammering people over the head, that's not trying to avoid being preachy, but just kind of letting people see the world in a different way. That's what I'm hoping is happening. Art and performance makes you think differently. It gives other options, other ways of being in the world. You know, if you start thinking about history and things that have really, truly changed, not just minds, but policy, it's not just a soft, cushy, nice-to-have thing. When human beings are pushed to their limits, to their extremes, that's where they go. So in the camps, you have people making symphonies. I'm talking about the death camps in Germany. It's like you have people writing symphonies, you have people painting on the ceiling. It's in us. And so to try to dismiss it as something that's just kind of like a nice to have or like a luxury, it actually, I don't think it is. I think it's a need. I think it's right up there with food.